How can you get 250 cyclists together? Easy. Provide a safe place for them to bike. In May, 250 bicyclists got together to ride their bikes here in Columbus. It was a very safe ride, partially because of the large number of riders, but also because there was police presence. Unfortunately, this was for the Ride of Silence, which honors folks who have been injured or killed riding bikes on public roads. Because most of the time when people are riding, it's not as safe as this ride was. It's not with a large group, and it's not with police protection. That said, we could make it safe for folks to ride every day and in every community. We would just have to make a conscious choice about how our cities are built and the bike infrastructure that we have. Welcome to Heartland Urbanist. Let's dig in. I'm Matt Caffrey, a dad and an organizer from Columbus, Ohio. If you're interested in videos about bikes, transit, and urbanism in the Midwest, please subscribe to the channel and tell me about your video ideas in the comments. Special thanks to Sten Heinze, my collaborator for the channel, who provided much of the footage and analysis for this video. Chapter 1, Ride of Silence. I want to let local advocates get us started.
Today is the 21st Ride of Silence. This event is held internationally on the third Wednesday of May. We are one of over 200 events happening around the world today. This ride honors those who have been killed or injured while cycling on roadways and raises awareness of cyclists' rights on the road so we can all work together to make our streets safer for everyone who rides a bike. I would like to welcome some special guests tonight. First of all, the bicycle officers from the City of Columbus. Thank you so much. It is always great to have them. And also bicycle escorts from the City of Columbus. So we have a few cruisers riding along with us to keep us safe and to block up intersections for us. We have a ghost bike, which was parked over there. It'll be at the back. It's over there now. It will be at the back of the pack, and that represents riders who have been lost. In 2022, there were 11 cycling fatalities in Ohio. There have already been 8 in 2023, and we're just entering the most active time of the year for cyclists. Did you know that for the past 2 years, approximately 25% of bicycle crashes were hit and runs? Hit and runs are 5 times more likely to be unsolved than solved. So riders, please be careful out there. Watch out for each other as you ride to work, ride with friends, ride solo, ride anywhere. Police officers, we ask that you please continue to educate fellow officers on cyclist rights on the roads and proper procedures to follow when called to a cycling crash. At this time, I would like to welcome Yay Bikes board member Jim Silcott, who was involved in a crash 3 years ago, to read the Ride of Silence poem written by Mike Murgis.
Tonight we number many, but ride as one, in honor of those not with us, friends, mothers, fathers, sisters, sons. With helmets on tight and heads down low, we ride in silence, cautious and slow. The wheels start spinning in the lead pack, but tonight we ride and no one attacks. The dark sunglasses cover our tears, remembering those we held so dear. Tonight's ride is to make others aware the road is there for all to share. To those not with us or by our side, may God be your partner on your final ride.
Our name reader for this year is Bill McCall. Bill has been riding since he was 9 years old. He has been married 42 years, has 1 child and 2 grandchildren. Bill's story is a good example of the need for more cohesion between cyclists, motorists, and police. Bill was struck by a motorist in an SUV in April of 2021 while riding lawfully in a bike lane east on Schrock Road near Carl Road. When the driver made a right turn into a Circle K in front of Bill, the vehicle cut in front and didn't clear him in time. The impact threw Bill into the driveway where he hit the pavement several times. 5 hours later, while strapped to a backboard, the officer called to his crash informed him the accident was his fault because he failed to yield. Thanks to advice from our sponsor, bike attorney Steve Magas, the video footage from the store was acquired. The driver was never charged, but their insurance information was obtained. Also, it should be noted that the incident was eventually reviewed by the police, and the officer was made to rewrite the report saying the driver was at fault. Bill had facial and body lacerations, bruises, and a concussion. He was left with permanent scars, PTSD, and depression. Unfortunately, his story is not uncommon. So at this time, I welcome Bill McCall to read our 2022 fatality names.
Ronald Brabham. We have a John Doe, 4 years old. Izzy Hudspath. Billy Jameson. Robert Kuba. John Kuzma. David Lansaw. Jeffrey Robbins. Raymond Troyer. Donald Williams, and Abraham Yoder.
Chapter 2. Measuring danger for people biking. The number of fatal and injury crashes between bikes and cars has been on the rise in recent years. That's true at the national level, but for this video, we'll dive into data from Ohio. Bike deaths in Ohio have been increasing in recent years. 2021 set a record, and while 2022 was a bit lower, 2023 is off to a very discouraging start. If we extrapolate deaths for all of 2023 based on previous data, we see that we'll set a new record with over 60 road deaths involving bicyclists this year. Chapter 3, Vision Zero. Like many cities, Columbus has a Vision Zero initiative to end bike and pedestrian deaths in the city.
Every year in Columbus, more than 70 people are killed in crashes and 300 people are seriously injured. These injuries and deaths are preventable. We envision an end to roadway deaths and serious injuries in Columbus.
While Columbus has a Vision Zero action plan with a lot of good ideas and intentions, it feels like it's more of a vision good enough plan. And according to the data, it certainly isn't sufficient to reverse the trend and decrease crashes.
The city's Vision Zero program has a map showing all of its programs funded across the city. Yet the scale of the program, while it looks large, is tiny compared to the size of the problem.
Here are some examples of where the Vision Zero plan has implemented improvements, together with what they could have been.
For the first time in years, the city has a new protected bike lane, opened in mid-June, adding to its pathetic 1 mile so far built. But sadly, it's only 5 blocks long! In several neighborhoods, including ours, the city has added ramps down from sidewalks to allow for easier access for people with disabilities or strollers, etc. But sadly, the sidewalks themselves are still in very poor condition, meaning that while you might be able to get up from the street, you probably can't get down the street. Most of all, the scale of these projects is still small. There's so much unmet need, and the city's pace is slow compared to the massive need they're attempting to meet. There's so much Columbus and other cities could be doing better, but fundamentally, Vision Zero is far short of what we need. Its goal is to address road violence after it happens. Cities could instead work to prevent crashes before they happen. Even better, they should instead focus on building places where people feel safe and comfortable walking and biking. That's how we could have more livable places. We'll talk more about that in our next video. For now, get involved to advocate for better and safer streets for people biking or walking. Take action. Here in Columbus, join Yay Bikes. You can also learn more about the city's Vision Zero plan. Then make sure City Council knows you support real action on the plan. Links to learn more and to take action are in the description. Share this video to encourage others to take action. And if you're able, contribute via LibrePay to help expand the channel. Special thanks again to Sten Heinze, my collaborator on the channel, who is the lead on researching and filming live footage for this video. Sten has his own channel called Sten Goes. Go check it out, link in the description. Heartland Urbanist is also available free and ad-free on urbanists.video. Please go check us out over there. Thanks for watching and see you next time.